Alrighty. So, do we need a recap at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I need that.
So, last session, essentially what went down was after scouting out what appears to be some kind of druid camp, that there's a suspicion involvement in with these griffins that are patrolling and stealing cattle and overall welfare for the town that you just recently were commissioned from. After attempting to infiltrate the camp, things went haywire, combat initiated, and one of the griffins went into this eldritch mutation transformation. After putting it down, Kana's patron claims that that was the work of the hunter and it's nearby. And it didn't step in to save anyone because it was a test on Tetra's part, for which she succeeded and was given a boon. Meanwhile, Heineken's cards appear to be now empowered ever so slightly. And with Nisha and Luna being freed, both definitely appear to have some kind of emotional distress that they are both not acting themselves. To which Crow had chased after a limping druid that went descending into the crypt, and afterwards, not much knew what happened afterwards. Just that Crow went after a limping druid.
Right. Okay. I remember now.
This is where we pick up from last time, when Nisha and Luna were going after Crow, and in which case the party rest followed. So, with that being said, let me position everyone accordingly. Why is it so slow? Now's not the time to be slow, I say to my brain.
Because you're slow, Pyro. That's why it's slow.
Shut up.
You walked into that one.
I didn't walk into it, I set myself up, there's a difference.
Those are the same thing.
No, set myself up means I laid down the trap. Walked into it means I just set up the trap and did the punchline.
And he preambled into it.
So, with that being said, as you each descend into the crypt, the presence of warmth slowly envelops each of you. Very similar to walking into a heated room. Victoria, go ahead and roll me a touch feeling based perception check.
Alright. 15 on the die. Give me a second to get my character sheet.
Luckily, I know you don't have a fuck you amount of perception on this one, so I should be at least somewhat safe.
Joke's on you. I still have a large amount of perception because I do that with all of my characters.
Nice.
And that is for perception. Oh, well, I have an above average amount currently. I have a +5, so that is a dirty 20.
Okay. You know this form of heat very well, not from anything of magical source or environmental, but simply the insulation of body heat.
Why do I know this heat very well?
Because you've had to endure it on your travels overseas.
Fair enough. So,
Not much is seen at the very entrance, but you can see down several hallways and many stairs, flickering lights, whether it be natural or magical is to be determined. However, overall, all of you get this very eerie sense, like something is out of place. You're not sure what it is. Could be still backlash from what you have just fought, but that is to be seen. What do we want to do?
well, everyone, I don't know about you, but something in that place doesn't feel right.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Now you listen here, you motherfucker. You quit quoting Taylor Swift lyrics while I'm over here talking. Oh, god damn it. I lost my foot. Victoria's going to explain to the party that something feels off because it feels warm like a... The... What's the below area of a ship? The hold of a ship stuffed with, people.
The brig?
The brig of a ship. Well, brig, cargo hold, same difference depending on the ship, right?
No.
Listen
Brig's typically
here,
the jail.
Listen here, River. Don't you ignore my joke about a slave ship. Moving on. But she's going to explain that it feels like a tightly packed area with a lot of body heat.
So Tetra's gonna look. Is it like? So I have the dark vision. I have the dark vision.
No need for dark vision here. It's bright
Several
enough
of us
from
have
outside.
dark vision.
Well, you also have the literal sun beaming inwards at the moment.
I don't know. It's somewhere between a nice warm summer day and the power of the literal sun.
It's somewhere between a nice summer day and the solar something about the focused power of the sun. Full
The
concentrated
entire-
power of the sun.
It's the fucking sun, I'll have you know.
And the full concentrated power of the sun!
It's a great quote.
So
I was right there!
But yeah, that's what Victoria says.
she's gonna look at Nisha and Luna, and she's like, she's like, so what's going on with you two? You're not acting right.
And he's just gonna simply make that noise and walk forward.
I recommend we follow them. I've seen this before.
I really doubt that.
I really don't wish to go.
So
what are we
Tetra's gonna follow them.
Right now, only Nisha is walking forth, but okay.
Victoria is waiting for others to go. She's gonna see how many people go and how many people don't.
So, Heineken, what are you doing?
Hold on 1 second. Very nice.
Thank you. Made it myself.
Not welcome. Probably following along behind him. You know what? Why not?
And Victoria is now behind Heineken.
Okay. We got the porty. We've got the porty
Porty.
direction.
We got the party going.
We got the porty. This motherfucker floating. Get out of here.
Heineken's probably going to push Victoria a little bit further ahead of him. Don't want short ones to get lost.
Victoria was about to say or call Heineken a bitch, so I'm like, okay.
So,
How can you argue with the 7-foot fucking guy?
I mean, very simply, allow me to demonstrate. Oi, you fucking twat!
Wanker.
So, as Nisha gets to the bottom of the stairs and starts approaching the corner, you notice his posture changes a lot as he pretty much puts his whole back against the wall, and it seems like he's just listening, like only his ears poking across the corner.
Jesus.
I agree with that statement. Whatever that was being said in the background, I don't know.
Sorry,
Joke's on
I
you,
was
was
just
not
getting a
too
drink.
propaganda.
I agree with that statement. It's just like the video from earlier, Sean. Some people like Germany a little too much.
No pyro. Sean, we gotta put pyro down.
Joke's on you, I'm into that!
We'll make it painful.
So I guess Tetra's going to lean in, and she's like, you know, one of the few things that I've been able to do is smell fear. You're uneasy.
He's just going to continue to just listen. 18 on the die. What do we get for his modifier? That's the wrong thing. That's also the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Okay. Hey buddy, we need to work on that. Okay. But I guess that makes sense for your character. So, as he listens further, pretty much each of you, I guess I don't even make a perception check for this, just each of you, through the stillness of the silence that walks these halls, you can hear a very quick clang of metal, and very quickly you can identify that to be Nisha summoning his chains and gripping them as he peeks around the corner.
Victoria draws and loads gun. Well, actually draws gun. It was probably loaded from last time.
I guess Tetra's tail uncurls from her waist.
I keep forgetting she has a fucking tail.
I don't know why.
Why I keep forgetting, or why they have a tail?
Why you keep forgetting? It comes up in memorable moments. It's weird that that's forgotten.
So, as Nisha whips around and gets ready to launch his chains at whatever's around the corner, sees Crow having what appears to be a crippled...
Intercourse.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Sees Crow having a crippled druid. Stop! As a crippled druid, pretty much pressed under their foot, with their foot pressed lodged against their throat, and bow drawn and clearly aimed at their head.
No, it would have been the blade at their neck, because my blade radiates light.
Retcon to what River said.
So I guess, do I see that?
That's why I described it.
So Tetra's like, hold on, we need information out of him.
I think he's trying to get that.
Please. I beg of you.
I just need you to tell me where we're headed.
I can lead you if you release my crowd.
I'll release him and go kick him off to the side. Sort of like shove him like. Try anything like that again, and I'll lob off your head without second thought. Now move!
He'll rub his throat. Blimey. Why am I always stuck with the rough ones?
Move!
Let me catch my breath for a blimey moment. I was suffocating.
If you're not gonna move, I'm gonna move you.
Hey, that's my line. Move or get moved. So, he's going to very weakly push himself. He's going to very weakly pull himself back onto his feet. Kind of rub his throat for a little bit. Now remind me what the hell you're after. Genuinely. Was too busy trying to live.
You said you had something to show me.
And I guess Tetra's gonna move closer. She's like, she's like, so what is he showing us? Should we keep our weapons out in case this is a trap?
That's my suggestion.
So he's going to limp and lead all of you into a few rooms down. Into this room. So, as you enter, you notice a handful of things immediately, without hesitation. First off is what appears to be a fairly large trap door that has a large oxidized statue of some sort of animal, some sort of beast. Looks like a panther, but there's something off about it. There's something about its proportions and just overall size that looks wrong. There is what appears to be like a torture bench, and as well as just a casual desk with a handful of notes and rolled up sleeves of papers and such things. To which he walks over and he starts fiddling with papers like he's trying to look for something.
I'm within 5 feet of him at every step of the way.
There are 2 braziers that are fully lit, fully flaming. Blimey.
Do I recognize anything in here?
Make me a nature check.
Two flaming bras. Damn.
Why are the bras on fire? Is it because free the titties?
Right.
It gives a whole new meaning to brick tits cold.
Let me just check my mods. $16.
Okay. This beast looks familiar. However, due to how much oxidation it has gone through, you can very much know that it is old. This beast that it portrays is definitely some kind of panther in the shape or form, but you're not confident to say it's not a panther because its size would indicate that it would be something similar to what a dire wolf's variant of a panther would be, like a dire panther. But there's something strange about the end of its tail that is also off. The tip of its tail has something that very similarly resembles, say, a spearhead.
She's going to walk over to Crow and she's like, Crow, do you mind? I'd like to have a word with this one. And
You can speak with him.
You can see that even in the dark, even if it's kind of dark, not too dark, but kind of, you can see that her eyes are glowing green, or at least her pupils are. She's just gonna walk over and she's like, points to the statue. What is that?
It's a statue of a weird-looking panther. What about it?
She's like, she's talking to the druid. She's like, what is that?
He looks over to it. He gives he gives the body language like he wants to say, but he proceeds to finding information that he was wanting to show the Dragonborn.
And she's like, Crow, I know he can show you what he's going to show you, but I want answers out of him about that. Because I have a bad feeling.
You can speak with him. I'll turn my attention to the druid. You find what you wanted to show me yet?
I'm working on it. There's lots of paperwork I need to sort through, and it's buried in here somewhere. But essentially all it is paperwork from permits for building on, as they called it, vacant land. Land that wasn't so vacant.
And like Tetra's eyes widen, and she's like, "A dog has raised its leg on the age of nevermore. You got to involve and stare into the abyss, ill-advised one. Lest your pomegranate shrivel in the cold of the dark sea, I suggest that you be more careful."
Meanwhile, Nisha is straight up laying on the fucking thing, long ways. Just,
Pyro, can I see?
There
Can
we
I
go.
make
That's
an
actually pretty
investigation?
accurate. That's actually a pretty accurate way of how it's doing.
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's anything worth taking?
This particular room is fairly empty as a whole, aside from that desk. As far as anything that's worth taking, you do see what appears to be 2 pots that are sitting next to this massive statue. Looking inside them, they just appear to be full of some sort of black liquid.
And suddenly, a purple-haired child appears from nowhere.
I Fortnite lobby spawn in.
Holy shit!
Also, can I get an invite to the...
Yo, what's up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome back.
Those bitches and bros and non-binary hosts.
Yeah,
That's
but I don't
another
say things
option.
like that.
But you could.
But I don't wanna.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
But who said I'm cool?
That's a fair point.
I'm still not freaking 18 yet. I will be back when I'm 18.
So are you just popping in to say hi?
Oh no, I'm here to stay for a while.
Crow's gonna see the weirdest part of this party, and that is that there is a 15-year-old elven, female elven child that sometimes exists, sometimes doesn't.
Oh lord.
Some
I've been gone so much.
sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yes. Anyways, what is the next step?
Next step in what?
No, I'm saying that as a player, not as a character.
Oh. So as he sifts through more and more, he eventually finds what he's looking for. And these definitely appear to be what can be assumed to be stolen documents of some kind, or at least copied. Because he shows literal blueprints and permits and just overall documentations for building the town that you just came from on what is labeled as vacant land or unclaimed territory.
So you accuse them of stealing your land. Is that it?
I'm not accusing. Matter of fact, I'm not the one doing it. We all are. They won't negotiate. Nor will they even acknowledge our presence. They try to push us out farther, so we bite back. They deny our existence. You ask anyone about druids in the forest, they deny our existence. They act like we never existed. They'll deny anything and everything. Surprisingly enough, somehow even magic doesn't taint them to fessing up. Trust me, we've tried. You're not the first adventuring crew we've tried to sway, put it simply. Unfortunately for us, if you see where I'm going with this already, I'll let you put 2 and 2 together. since we're still here. And they
Exactly.
are clearly not.
Exactly. Unfortunately for you, you decide to take justice into your own hands.
Well, when no one else wants to cooperate or negotiate or work with us and is simply against us.
I believe the little one here has some questions for you.
I Tetris
Half the
just
party is barely taller than 5 foot.
well, Tetris just standing there with her eyes glowing, and she's like, "That over there, what is that?"
That? Oh, that's Zula. She's harmless. Mostly.
You say that, but something about that statue gives me the willies.
Good. Means she's doing her job properly.
No, it gives me the willies as in I relate to it.
Kind of
You
raises an
see,
eyebrow at you.
and she's like, "So you haven't exactly. You're not familiar with my kind, so I'll let the ignorance slide." But and she like unveils her arm, and you can see that that in the dark she has what appears to be bioluminescent runes on her arm that just glow a bright green.
So you're cursed.
In a manner of speaking. Sometimes it's a gift, sometimes it's a curse. It all depends on the circumstances.
Zula is by no means a curse. If anything, she is a protector. She watches over all of us.
So, when did it? So you say that, but how much do you know of this protector of yours?
Enough. Enough to know that I say her name in her presence and she will not bite my head off. For I am her follower, and her servant would not be the correct word, but employee would not either, because I do not get paid, but similar to those in faith.
So,
Worshipper?
Oh, and worshipper usually has a bit of a taint ring to it. But you essentially
Zealot,
get the
then?
Zealot's a little far-fetched as well. But I prove my faith for her. She provides me with protection. Win-win. Plus, we all within the circle are essentially similar to, say, her family. Or what's left of it.
is she willing to talk with outsiders?
No. Matter of fact, she doesn't talk at all.
I see.
Anyways, enough of that. Let's continue on with what we were talking about before. Is this all you have to show me?
I wanted to show you justification for my actions, and, well, all of ours. As far as those two go... Yeah. Don't get me started.
Sort of cock an eyebrow. Half intrigued, half annoyed.
You're casually minding your own business and someone randomly starts squabbling up in your household. Ask them to leave and they try to push themselves onto you. You don't think you wouldn't retaliate? And then apparently her boy toy shows up and tries attacking everyone. Well, he got hung. She's also
I suppose.
bloody annoying. She won't stop fucking bitching and whining and moaning and groaning. A silence spell wouldn't even fix her. Neither for you. Oi, hush it. You know, there's just something about you that I really hate. It's got nothing to do with the fact that your family has something to do with, well, I don't know. Give or take. Indecency? My actions
Calm
are
yourself.
my own. And what they do to you is none of my business. They act on their own accord. They do not act as for all of us. Just as your Dragonborn friend doesn't act for all of you. And your mouthiness doesn't account for everyone else. Not to say that you're the charismatic type yourself. And what do you expect to get out of all this mambling bambling? To be blunt, to save my own skin. Because I've got bigger fish to fry. And I'm fresh out of oil.
Alright, both of you, enough!
Luna would just grit her teeth and just shake her head, walking away. Leaning against the wall.
What's your name, Druid?
You may call me Arthur.
Arthur. Call me Crow.
Don't look like one.
It's
That was supposed
not
to be
my
a joke.
appearance.
That was supposed to be a joke. Poorly timed, I guess.
Very well. If this is all that you have to show us, then
You want justification for our actions, and I gave it to you. Whether you take it or kill me is up to you. But no. There is more than just I. You in the back.
Tetra.
Could you die a little quieter?
Tetra,
Yes.
give us a moment. Take Luna with you while you're at it.
Don't. I would recommend that you do not eliminate him. After all,
Tetra,
we,
go.
very well. Just remember, we've crushed his tribe. We've killed his monsters. What's left for him to do?
He looks like he's about to chime in, but he holds his tongue.
And Tetra's like, oh, and in case you're thinking of retaliating against us for everything, before I leave you two, remember.
Tetra.
Oh,
Pyro, I have a question.
I have an answer.
What else in thieves' tools?
Thieves' tools. Allow me to bring that up.
all
I know
right.
one of the items would be like a lock picking set, followed by like a trap disarm kit.
What's
And
in,
a
what's in
gun.
what's in a trap disarm kit?
Okay, apparently a cannon just went off.
Who gave the child a gun? I
Uh,
didn't.
So
Gun.
a small, a nail file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror, mounted on a handle, so pretty much like a dentist mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Narrow bladed scissors, a pair of pliers.
I reach into my bag. I grab the my thieves' tools. I hand River my pliers. Here, use these as you may.
No need.
Jesus Christ.
You sure? These pull teeth real well.
Positive.
And fingernails. You want those scissors? You can fuck up his urethra with that.
Oh!
Tetra looks
Victoria.
back to you, and she
I'm
just
fine.
says, death is a mercy. Remember that. And she walks away.
How about you and I find a different spot to talk, Arthur?
Well, Tetra left. She just said death is a mercy and walked away.
I know.
I'm getting in on this conversation so there's at least a witness. You wanting to
Honestly?
have some alone time with me there, Blondie? I would hold your tongue while as long as you
Nisha.
have it. No.
Nisha.
I've got beef
No.
with this one.
Which is exactly why I'm telling you to walk away.
You want me to be
I'll
the
take
witness?
Heineken with me. As a witness, if we need a witness.
Heineken and Lucas seem to be having their own private conversation. Victoria waves her tail in front of the face and or mask, depending on whether the mask is
You
being
just look
worn.
back and Heineken
No
has
reaction.
like both of their hands made to be like mouths and they're just talking to each other.
No. I personally imagine if
Always
there's no
yapping to no
mask,
one.
just standing there, mouth agape, but the light in each eyes is on, but it's different.
It's like a fucking
But they're
rave
not
how
paying
like
attention.
one people will just like flicker in sync with talking and then the other one will flicker a different color as they're both having a conversation and then they just start
Oh my
strobing
God.
when they start arguing.
I meant like the light you see when you look in someone's eyes, but yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Dance on my balls.
Yeah, bro. Meow, 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 meow. Nothing.
So,
That's just Lucas's response to fucking Heineken is just meow, 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 meow. Like, he's not even actually meowing, he's just saying the word meow. No, that's...
dude, that's great.
I imagine that's how Lucas counter-argues. He just says the word meow a whole bunch.
Why is there a bunch of spoons dancing on my screen? What the fuck?
Fuck you, that's
I
why.
wanted to know, too. But alrighty. You with us, Sean?
I guess. No.
Essentially, Crow said if there needs to be any witness to the conversation, he would prefer it be Heineken.
I mean, okay. It's fine.
Nisha, Victoria.
Nisha has this very cold, like locked-in death stare on Arthur, and
Victoria
it takes
just
Victoria
shrugs.
kind of like tugging on Nisha's arm to get him to at least move. Like he straight stiffened before Victoria low-key drags him out of the room. Some more
All
privates you request. I think I've got an idea of nothing more private than that. Insert PowerPoint spiral transition also used in A New Hope. Oh my god! Oh my fuck!
Why does Nugget have access to these?
Didn't even know
Did
I
we-
had them.
I thought you muted soundboards in this chat.
I thought I had soundboards removed.
No, you didn't completely remove them.
Oh, you didn't. You gotta remove mine because Every time you say something like PowerPoint spiral transition, it's just too perfect. It's a layup.
See, no one can remove my soundboard though, because mine is through my microphone.
Yep.
See, I can just hit all of you with.
Shut up! Your mother buys you Mega Blocks instead of Legos.
You fucking take that back.
I can hit you all with that anytime I want. Or I can hit you with.
Hello, Gordon.
See, but then I can just mute you and then. Dang it.
Joke's on you,
This is my
Nugget.
own
Then you would never get to be in my
private
campaign when that
harassed.
eventually happens, maybe.
Bitch.
I'm rarely even here for the actual campaign.
Exactly. Nothing changes. Also, Pyro, can I get that invite my thing actually?
Oh Lord.
What?
So, essentially, where Arthur leads both of you is very similar to how, like, some of those crypt areas look in Skyrim, where it's a graveyard, but also the walls have slits in them that are also filled with coffins.
Okay.
I've never played Skyrim. What does that look like?
Hold on, I got
I've
you.
also never played
Leave.
Skyrim.
I got you. I got you. Hold on. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember the first dungeon's name?
Lil.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is.
So, Nugget, are you
Sorry.
Nugget, are you actually here, or are you just
I'm actually here.
Okay.
Like, are you
I'm
here
just
to
here.
participate?
I'm here to participate. I'm just doing homework on the side right now. And then also, I just found out there was a double homicide near me. That's
So
fun.
as we walk
Oh,
back
kinky.
in, we see Amethyst saying, "I just found out there was a double homicide near me." As we walk into a slightly different room.
Oh, hey, guys.
Now,
Oh,
now
hi,
which
Mark.
now which specific part of the crypt are we talking about? Talking about the entrance hall? Are we talking about the tomb? Are we talking about
Tombs. Where, how
the
you
tomb?
turn a corner and, like, the whole wall is nothing but just coffins.
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to find an image of that.
What is this?
Let's see my.
Sweet potato grape smoothie. That sounds fucking ass.
Cherry blossom iced tea.
You haven't tried it yet.
What did you just insult my ears with? I meant assault my ears with.
no, both work.
Well,
Hold on.
here's the thing, Sean. I
yeah.
can't do sweet potato.
I mean,
My stomach says that's a laxative.
oh, damn.
sounds
You're
like you
weak.
just-
Get better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that your body sucks ass.
You might just be Tato intolerant, man.
Sunflower butter?
Everyone dogpiling up Pyro with that one.
Apparently,
I'm
I
so
have
sorry. So sorry. You suck ass.
See, out of this whole thing, I would try the sunflower butter, but I'm also not sure what I would put it on. The cracker, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
Yep.
eating an MRE right
No.
now in the middle of stream?
No.
An MRE. That's not an MRE. MREs don't have that shit. That's bougie shit.
What is the Pyro's? He's eating a Chair Force MRE.
No.
I'm
Sheriff
eating
Force doesn't
an
get MRE.
I'm getting an APAC.
Yeah, he's eating an APAC.
The fuck's an
Hey,
APAC?
working
You
hard
guys
or
can't just say
working
that shit
hard?
like that's a word.
It is a word. It's literally one word. Alright, this is the best I could find.
Let me see what you got, and I'll confirm or deny. Where did you drop it?
Literally, off topic. The best image I could possibly find for it, because...
Yes. Exactly.
Or do you want...
Oh.
Ooh, I just found it. I just found another one. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm epic. I'm so cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Reference images, baby.
Bet.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
I
let's
understand.
see. Let me smear this on my my here cracker. Let me
We don't
see.
get
quacker.
Oh yeah, I'm here to slow everything down because I'm
you just-
slow mentally and physically.
Well, we knew that much.
You should get
God
better.
damn it! Now we have
Get
See?
better. Get
1,
better.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mentally challenged people
Okay,
in
that's
call.
just everyone in the call.
Exactly, Nugget.
Why did you count it out? No
Hey,
way.
hey, hey. It's 7.
That-
Get it right. I count for
Oh
2.
yeah, because there's a stream. Oh wait, never.
Sorry, I
count for 2.
Sorry, I forgot about
Wait, there's
River
8?
and Sean split personalities. We have 9 people.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Look,
And that's how he
There's
became the Mighty
River.
Nine all over again.
and then there's River,
That's 2.
and then there's Sean, and then there's Niaz.
Nays.
Niaz.
4.
What the fuck are y'all talking
And
about?
there's 4 other people in the call, so there's 8, not 9. Where are you getting 9 from?
Oh, there's also my evil version.
Are you fucking
However, however, I'm not trying to pronounce Victoria backwards.
So,
race car.
Iraq.
Iraq. Iraq.
Kiv.
Hold on, Nugget, let River go.
Yeah.
Iraq.
River, yeah, eruptive. Yeah,
Race car.
eruptive.
erected.
Bro, you're literally wrong. It's race car.
Alrighty.
That's Sean's evil version speaking right now.
So,
No, because we have Tegun. We have Tegun.
Okay.
We have
So, anyway,
Yes.
so as he brings you to this, like, catacomb, crypt, cemetery, however you want to call it. Unless you don't want the dead hearing you. Safest you're gonna get.
I can't speak with dead.
What exactly?
What
Right.
is your favorite
Okay. I
color?
remember what I was going to say.
Blue, no. Yo, wait.
Alright, hold that thought. I gotta check on the dog. Apparently he's going fucking haywire downstairs.
Damn.
Alrighty,
We
we're
need
back.
guys. Oh, dang it.
Woohoo! We're back. Okay. So I've seen your reason for attacking. I've seen your statue of your deity, so to speak. Is that why you won't join us?
Well. He ponders for a moment. Well, as far as I'm aware, you're assigned to kill us and take care of us and remove us.
We were just sent to remove the threat. It doesn't matter how.
Well, they are a threat to us, and as most of you would know, we're territorial and very stubborn. We as a threat are not going to settle down until we get back what was ours, which is the land they wrongfully took.
How many more exist in your tribe?
Alive or altogether?
How many more exist?
Alive or alive? 683.
And all together?
1,233,693. We were a lively, peaceful ones. And then they came. Anytime we approached them during the building process, they'd kill us off, calling us monsters. We approached them as we are, you and I, and they called us trespassers.
I see. So, are you the type to accept retreat?
What do you mean?
If the town folk were to leave, would that be acceptable? Or are you out for blood?
We just want them gone. If they leave and don't come back, we're all perfectly fine with that. That leaves us with all of this that we now have to take care of, which is inevitable whether it's bloodshed or not. But we both know that's non-realistic.
And what position of authority do you hold?
As far as my tribe goes,
Yes.
I'm what they call an overseer. Acolyte, mage, cleric, whatever you be. I'm one that communicates with our deity and relays word to them, while simply overseeing general medical affair.
Are there more of your station?
Plenty. However, many now killed. And you could tell by the way he said that he's a little sour about it, and you had to guess it's in reference to the most recent fight.
I suppose my only remaining question for you is, how long would you give us to plead your case to them?
I'll put it this way. If you come back and attempt another attack, we won't hold back. It's not a warning, it's a promise. As I said, you're not the first adventurers to try.
Have you ever heard of the term ceasefire?
Well, to be quite frank, we have been for quite some time. Technically speaking, what we've been doing, you could technically, financially speaking, refer to it as a tax. Oh, hi, baby. Here's the babies. Hellos. My foot is now a pillow.
Any thoughts on this, Heineken?
Well, obviously we don't come back next time and try to fight. I believe the correct word you're looking for is a parlay.
Parlay.
Yes, if I remember correctly. You're looking for a parlay. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just a fancy way of saying, hey, it's a conference between opposing sides in a dispute. Basically, to just discuss terms.
What did Heineken say?
Parlay.
Asking for a
Parlay.
parlay.
Oh yeah.
Parfait.
No, parlay.
Oh.
Spelled parley. But actually pronounced parlay.
Spelled like Pawsley, but without the S.
You fucking British. Damn you, Brits.
Now, what exactly happened between you and Nisha and Luna?
Myself, I cannot speak for. However, word came to me, as I was doing duty, that we had an intruder upon our grounds, to which she was restrained, and, quite frankly, not my actions, I'm simply saying as I was told, or more or less saw, coming to terms with there being unwelcomed guest on my grounds. She was apparently rambling about something about the Griffins and calling us murderers and thieves. And of course, they restrained her and whatnot, smacked her up a bit to get her rambling to shut up. When she was silenced and things were calmed, personally was trying to figure out where she came from so I could send her back. But others seem to have adventurous ideas. I do not condone such actions, but as you would know, things aren't very easily tameable in the heats of adventure. However, I did manage to get them to settle and restrain. As for the blonde, he came in and without a single thought or word, just immediate violence. Feisty one, arrogant, barbaric, very ruthless and merciless. He actually managed to kill a few, but in numbers he fell. And the simplest way to make sure he was restrained, as we figured out he has extensions to himself, brought them out as far as they could go, and strung him up like old laundry.
Was this before or after you detained the woman?
Much later.
He
Much
just
later.
said much later. Now listen, despite how awfully funny that sounds, quite honestly, I'd like to apologize for him. Though you must know that the person that you, well, the female that you had, in a way, subdued is someone he considers very close. So,
I put two and two together fairly quickly,
yeah.
judging by
So as you
his-
Tenacity.
Yes.
So as you could probably see, that is where the whole spark came from.
I guarantee that if she had been left unharmed, then his reaction would not have been quite as aggressive.
Well, as I stated, none of those actions were in my hands. I did what I could to prevent. However, as animals in heat do, they get a little feisty and selfish. And when unattended to, luckily for both of us, they are no more. So, I guess in a small way, I thank you for having to make me look the bad guy in this case and put them down. But blood is still blood. I understand fighting to take your own back, however, granted we were trying to find someone to send them back to, negotiations would have been on the table fairly quickly.
You say that, but something doesn't add up with what you've said.
Elaborate.
The woman walks up, and she's running her mouth. So you detain her and cause violence to her.
Well,
But yet you say that negotiations were possible.
well, you're missing the
That
parts
is where it falls apart.
Well, you missed the parts where I said we asked her to leave and she persists. Go back to when she came, type talk in your tongue. Stubborn, as most women are. However, you all seem like a capable lot. Allow me to sweeten the pot for you. You get them out of here. I don't expect you to... Well, no, I don't actually. But you get them out of here. In 3 days. Any and all property they leave behind is yours. Granted, we still have claim to the land territory-wise, but as a thank you, we'll allow your presence, so long as ceasefire, as you call it, pertains and persists. We don't cause harm to you, you don't cause harm to us, we leave you alone, you leave us alone.
Make it 2 weeks. 3 days is simply not enough time for the modern, as they would put it, modern government to make a decision.
9 days.
That sounds like a fair time.
9 days is close, but plausible.
10, final offer.
Well,
Let's communicate this to the others, and we'll give you our answer by moonrise.
You know where to find me. How many do you leave alive up there? Or should I go out there full of corpses?
Wait, say that one more time?
How many did you leave alive up on the surface, or should I expect a load of corpses?
The casualties made by us were fairly small. However, there was that beast that came out of here and claimed the lives of the majority.
beast.
Were you not aware?
Obviously, he was not.
One of yours came running down into this crypt. And after running in here, shortly after, within a minute's time, came another one of those griffin type creatures, but
I
black
see.
ooze.
I see.
What was that?
It's a good question. I do not know. However, the individual you speak of came down trying to inform me of the attack that was pertaining to our camps. In the middle of his hyperventilative rambling, he began changing, mutating on the fly. Like his very cells were morphing. Not like a polymorph spell, but more aggressive, possessive. And then he was drawn back to the surface. That is when I started hiding away certain treasuries, making sure this place was trapped and clean should you attempt to pillage. If you made it to the end of the road alive, you'd feel you've wasted your time. Granted, you've seen none of these traps go off because of yours truly, however, my point still stands.
Very well. I guess with that, our talk will resume at moonrise. If you would be so kind as to take us back. Unless you have something to add, Heineken.
No.
Think fast, card.
Let's suck on this. Gets hit with the fucking immediate insta-death.
Heineken and Lucas cast Fireball.
Umpteenth level.
So, he will lead you back to the original room, open the door which holds the rest of the lot.
Victoria's just tossing the pliers in one hand, holding her gun in the other.
Nah, bro, you got a fucking bowling pin. Fucking start juggling them around.
Where did I get I do have a belaying pin.
No, like, you know how people juggle bowling pins? Do that, but with your gun and pliers.
Yo, that'd be sick.
Nah, because it's a loaded gun and they're not real bullets. It would fall out.
Damn. Alright. Anyways, Crow's gonna just walk past everyone, start making his way out of the crypt.
Okay. And what is the rest of the crew doing?
I guess we're going or fighting. I'm not sure what.
I I guess I'm waiting. I'm waiting out there, and I'm wondering what's going on in there.
Well, Crow just walked past the whole lot of you.
It's like, so what do we do?
Am I here or am I like?
I'll get to you in a little bit. Because this is a very awkward spot for you to just casually be at.
Honestly, it'd be funnier if Amethyst just popped up in this very awkward spot.
I got you. You just hear
Like have Amethyst be
earthquake.
one of the previous adventurers or something.
You hear an earthquake, and you look to your left, you see a wall just starting to like crack, and it's just Amethyst using Witch Bolt and freaking blasting through a wall.
Why aren't you at elf practice?
What we see is Amethyst just V-clip out of the wall as Amethyst is thrown back out of the back rooms.
You know, I put my balls in your jaw.
Oh God.
Can I
put my balls in your jaws? That's right, balls in your jaws.
What did I start?
That's the least weird thing we've seen today, but okay. So does Amethyst actually just V-clip out of the...
I have an idea for Amethyst's return.
Oh, I wanted almond water.
No almond water, not for you. Not for you specifically because our group here believes in the almond scent was supposed to be cyanide like it originally was, not almond water.
Oh, what is that?
So, that's Perry the Platypus, you ingrate.
I know what it is, but why is it playing right now? Like,
put some respect on Perry P. Platypus's name.
Perry P. Platypus?
Yeah.
I don't actually know what his middle initial was.
This is about title screen.
So, I'm assuming everyone's going to follow Crow.
Yeah, everyone keeps getting flashbanged with Invincible for like 5 minutes straight with that intro.
Oh.
No. You haven't seen the intro we're talking about where it's like Powerplex is ranting about Invincible. It's like you get part of a line, Invincible, the rest of the line, part of the next line, Invincible, so on and so forth.
Title screen. And the millions of people that he...
That fucking bird that
title screen.
Title screen.
So, oh my gosh, guys. I think I'm fucking...
Oh, by the way, Pyro.
Hello.
Check your DMs in a sec.
Run, Pyro. You're not title screen.
I assumed.
Okay, cool.
Being that he willingly handed them to you, I wasn't assuming you would give them back. So, Nisha is going to be making sure that someone is between him and Luna, and also he is in the back watching the druid, Arthur, as everyone exits the crypt.
Like, crypt? What did we get here?
As you all get flashbanged with sunlight.
Think fast. Check on that.
Jesus!
That sounded like
Ow.
a FNAF jump
Bro,
scare. What?
Fucking ear rape. Damn.
Okay, Foxy. Why are you jumping out at me like that? Christ.
So,
what went down in there?
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
bro, I fucking wish. I don't get any 3 of those.
Depression core.
We would need to not be streaming, not have the child present. Then we could have some characters do that kind of stuff.
Azaria enters the chat.
Huh?
Azaria enters the chat, bring
Hard
Blue
cut
back
to
from the
Athena's
dead
island.
somehow.
Athena. Stop!
All the cameraman hears is the click of a gun before he quickly turns away. It's so fast, the split second of frame isn't even clear. It's all blur.
Damn. Alright, so
But the cameraman's title screen.
Crow's gonna find the nearest seat and
Jesus fuck, Rat.
Jesus.
Bro.
Rat just sent me
Okay,
a video of fucking Husky dancing to mariachi music.
Nice.
It's a portal.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm gonna find the nearest seat to take and pull out the schematics of the town.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're gonna go in here since that's the actual, like, war room tent kind of thing.
And I'll casually push aside the body that Tori had in here.
Wait. Oh no, that is one of the tents I had a body in.
Yes, it is.
I just have my pliers. I casually start pulling the teeth out for no reason because I'm bored.
Roll me a D8.
Roll me a D8.
Damn.
I now have 8 teeth. 5.
You have 5 teeth.
I have 5. Hopefully that's a spell component.
My bad.
I need 5. I need 1 human skull. No questions asked. Only if you also don't ask questions, the rogue proceeds to pull out 5
Which one do
pristine
you
human
want?
skulls.
Right.
What kind of teeth, Pyro?
Humanoid.
Do you need a molar? Do you need like a cane? What do you want here, man?
Just as long as it's not the front top left tooth.
What? No, I definitely took
I'm
that
fairly
one.
sure that one would have already been missing.
Why? Does Crow
Wait,
take that one?
No. I'm just saying, I assume it'd already be missing considering Pyro said a D8.
He was probably just gonna let me pull out a maximum of 8 teeth before someone stopped my character.
Oh, shit. Here I assumed that they only had 8 teeth. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna lay the schematic down on the table and I'm gonna take a look at all like the zoning and compare it with the knowledge that we have. Not saying a word.
Okay. Yeah, meanwhile, Luna is just sitting in a corner with her back facing towards it.
The dog? Or no, I'm stupid.
What the fuck?
What's the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Hey, you
the
can't
dog
call her. You can't call her that. That's sexy.
Look, well, I know
Bro.
a bitch when I see a bitch.
That's fucking wild.
Bro.
Death be upon you.
Woohoo! Yes.
No, you don't get it that easy.
Damn.
Does anybody have an orange?
Not for you.
Damn.
Specifically
If I had
need
an
the
orange,
peel.
it'd be for me.
Yeah.
I specifically need the peel.
Why? Hold on. I just heard
You don't want to know.
So,
Oh.
Tetra's going to walk over to Luna, and she's like, "Are you okay?"
She remains silent.
she's like, I know that was rough. That was rough, but we saved you, right? And like Tetra's not really good at being an emotional support anything because she doesn't have friends.
Our emotional support warlock.
I believe it's called a therapist.
No, that's the emotional support cleric.
Exactly.
But she's like, she's trying to say that she came to save her.
She still remains silent. In fact, she looks like she is even further in her own head.
She's like, I know that Nisha's usually your go-to. I don't have friends, but I thought that maybe I could try to help you out.
I need to get some air. Anisha walks out of the tent and kind of wanders. So Nisha leaves the tent. Tetra is trying to comfort Luna, but Luna is very much shut down right now, mentally. Crow is perusing mentally the schematics and blueprints that was given to him and all the legal documents. What's everyone else doing?
Alright, hold on one second. No, Henkin's gonna walk over to Luna and
Pushes Victoria with the flyers away.
no, I'm gonna look at Kana's character and be like, excuse me, Miss my apologies, what's her name again?
And she's like, Tetra Prismagica of the Prismagica family.
Understood. Miss Tetra, may you please step away? I would like to discuss something private with this woman. I believe perhaps Victoria might need help.
We're
Meanwhile,
just hard
Victoria's
cut
on
to
the ground
Victoria.
like a little goblin.
No, Victoria just like both feet, one on the forehead, the other on the chest, like hard pulled squat, and is just like deadlifting with the fucking grip of Zeus, trying to yank this one tooth out that is for the fucking life of her, kicking her ass. Just like
Pulls the whole skull out.
Rips the
Pulls
fucking
the
spine
whole-
out.
Pulls the whole damn
But the
skull
tooth
with it.
remains.
The whole cranium, the whole fucking spine. Yeah, the tooth ain't coming out, buddy. Super glue.
So
Power of flex steel.
Oh, hold on,
beat
guys,
me
guys. We need to acknowledge something Ethan just sent me. Make a
No.
Viking style centaur paladin who wields a hammer. Call him Force.
Yes.
Death be upon you.
I'm just. You're not supposed to shoot the messenger. I just
No, I'm
relayed
gonna
that.
shoot everyone, including the messenger.
Nah, fuck you, Sean. Not if I shoot you first.
so
No, it happened to me that one time in Normandy.
What?
Oh my god, freaking cutaway gag. No.
I'm sorry, Normandy?
Hold on, I got you.
Guys,
Well, I guess while this is still happening, I'm still hopping out of the freaking battle bus. Where am I?
We've lag switched Nugget. Nugget's not gonna get here till the last 5 minutes of this.
I'm. What is going on?
Yes, Connor? What were you gonna say?
I was trying to say, like, I think Luna might not want to talk.
I
Also,
understand that.
Everyone missed it because my mic was muted, but I walked up to Luna actually and offered her the pliers and to dismember them a little bit before Heineken walked up. I just thought everyone ignored my response.
No.
No, we didn't hear you.
Yeah, I realized my mic was muted a second afterwards. when Sean was walking up, so when I realized, because I was like, pushes Victoria out of the way. She picks up the short stack, places elsewhere, turns back around.
So, Henkin's gonna politely wait for Tetra to either talk or shuffle on.
So Tetra's like, I don't think she wants to talk. So, but you can try.
I entirely understand. Get you.
Like Tetra walks out and she just goes off to the edge of the river and just sits. Like Tetra just curls up in a fetal position next to the river.
Now, Miss Luna, I know we exactly haven't, well, you haven't exactly been talking with the other counterpart. Lucas, he doesn't exactly speak to many women. He's quite afraid, but he'd like to talk to you, in all honest. I'm going to take a moment and let him prepare for him to speak. This is quite a big step for him. I know that doesn't mean much to you as of this moment, but if at any point he gets too far, all you need to do is just say my name and I should take over. And after a few seconds, yeah, fucking boom, immediately falls back.
That's what you hear as they change.
It's just
It's loudly broadcasted to everyone in the world, like when you're on a Minecraft server and you hear the Ender Dragon roar.
we need that. We need that Windows XP boot up.
Guess what I don't have?
Oh damn it!
Find it, bitch.
Do you have any of the boot ups?
What is that?
Oh well. Yeah, that's Luke.
We're in a COD lobby now. Here comes John, the Isekai Strictly propane salesman.
Here comes Brutus. We're gonna get fucked up.
It's okay, John's got this. He's gonna bitch slap Brutus with the propane tank.
My glorious King LeBron.
Nah, man,
So-
he's about to explode this bitch with that propane tank.
Alright, so you switch mindsets. You changed your frame of mind.
Wow, isn't that a funny way of just cold thinking? No. He's going to look back over and be like, Luna, isn't it? Listen, I know we don't exactly, well, I haven't really talked or tried to communicate. I get what you're going through. I've been in a similar situation. I get you. I know I'm not saying exactly too much, but I'm really trying here. I know my words might not be comforting, but I just want you to know you got someone out there with you.
I hear her speak for the first time, cutting you off. You've had a group of men force themselves on you and not a damn thing you could do.
Not men. But
Women!
I get your situation. I do.
Flesh golem.
Oh no!
I just
Cheese grater.
no. I just
Spit it out.
no, that's him. Hakto. But yeah, no, I just I get you. I want you to know that you're not alone with that. And if you need anything at all, I'll be there. I mean, I know I'm usually out there, being a filthy fucking degenerate, but I'm there. Just in case you want a friend or something. I'm there. Yeah.
Cut back to Victoria.
Nah, at this point, Victoria got bored of it. She's
Started getting
taken
out.
No, she's not
I'm
Greg.
getting that fucking dude. I'm getting that dude.
She's not Greg. No, she's gotten bored. She's taking out her inkwell and her one piece of parchment, and she's doodling. Actually, no, she's working on her insurance scam. She's inventing insurance and creating a scam for it.
You just said the same thing twice.
Insurance. Yeah, what a scam.
At this point, Tetris.
Yeah, I know.
At this point, Tetris is sitting by the river crying.
I hope that our next talk is at least a little bit better. But in case you need to discuss anything, I'm there. Just slap me whenever I start drinking again, and I'll be there.
And give me their drinks.
Do not give the 5-year-old elven child the drinks. They're not allowed drinks.
Nightmare. Ah!
They don't even physically exist right now. They're still in the fucking back rooms. Also, it is now canon that whenever Amethyst disappears, they're in the back rooms.
Oh god, I just keep...
Just Amethyst just disappears and like, not again! I'm back in the fucking building again!
Amethyst...
I don't know if you've ever
Amethyst
seen that
has
one
the
meme.
unluckiest no clips out of reality ever.
I don't know if you've ever seen that one meme where it's like SpongeBob and it says like, oh, SpongeBob after he takes a ludicrous amount of Benadryls, and it's just him in that fucking rusted ass, scary ass room.
What the fuck?
How does this keep happening?
Just let me come back with souvenirs every single time. Like, oh hey, I got you this piece of wall. I got you this piece of tile from the pool. I got you this cup of water. Actually, that was actually hard to get. And
Drinks it and
an
gets
almond.
teleported back.
I brought you this
brought
creature
you-
from Level Fun.
I brought you this almond water.
Oh hey, I
I
got you a
brought you this.
balloon.
I brought you this creature from one of the like 5 versions of the pool levels.
Brought you the whole snake
Hey.
guy.
You get a pet fish, snake, creature, human thingy.
All right.
You know
So
what? I don't
anyway,
actually know what this is. Yeah.
River, what are we doing?
So essentially, what I'm doing is I'm looking over all these details and trying to figure out a plan of action.
So, throughout your scheming, you actually do manage to eavesdrop a little bit on Heineken and Luna. And judging from what she said alone, you've actually put 2 and 2 together of what Arthur said and now what she's saying up front.
Yeah, I picked up the insinuation.
Right. Now that you're hearing it from Luna herself, is what I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna tuck that off to... I'm gonna put that little piece of information in the cubby and continue working what I'm working on.
Let it marinate.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Nisha will come back, full-blown sweat, like the fucking meme of just took a shit time for the workout level of sweat.
Just took a shit after the work.
So what are we doing?
I have
We're
a
just gonna
couple
keep
coworkers like that, Sean.
So what's the idea? We're doing here? We're just sitting on our asses for the rest of the time.
Give me a bit.
How long
I
is a
think
bit?
Crow's trying to make a plan.
Things just got more complicated.
You don't fucking say. Tetra, roll me a perception check.
Well,
Surprise Greganing.
well, Tetra at this point, she's just sitting there on the side, like on the edge of the river, crying.
Oh, fucking who?
What?
Wow. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Well, her reasons for crying are actually well,
She wants to cry. Because she wants to.
Cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You
Because
cry too,
rain
they did
hides
this
the
to
tears.
you.
so she got 18.
You can so obviously the river has a bit of a current.
Yeah.
You can hear something coming in the distance. A
gross.
light singing.
One shot.
And she's like, she's listening in
So-
between like.
So as you lift your head up to look in the general direction of what you hear, you see in the distance a small boat.
Oh, God.
And she's like, she's wondering what this is.
Oh. After a few months later, it comes closer.
Months.
Amethyst! Cruising down on a boat, just singing to herself and just waddling back and forth.
Does the boat get taken out by the rope that's across the stream?
Well, the current's this way.
You can row a boat up a stream, it's just very hard.
Well, they're not rowing, they are just cruising.
Well, you know what? I miss that part.
You know what? That's perfectly okay and normal.
Well,
Welcome to the game.
So she's just gonna go back to crying.
I don't know why that's so fucking funny to me.
Oh, they're singing. I recognize this person. Nah, fuck it. I want to cry some more.
Cry some more. Like, cry is harder.
Amethyst is being chased from the creature from the level where you have to be deadly silent. Fucking gets distracted from Amethyst onto Tetra.
So yeah, Amethyst says, you're singing along in your little fucking fisher's boat. You come to a clearing in this forest for the first time in a long time, and you see a camp littered with corpses. One being the size of a tent itself.
Not that bad.
Amethyst has seen worse. Also, a second ago, before you did this, Nugget shouted coming to one of his parents.
True.
We'll come back to...
You timed this perfectly.
Nah, the fucking
you and
crying...
your loud ass fam.
the crying more really fucking sent me. This goes to show how fucked up my humor is.
Yes.
And I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to.
You cry too if they did this to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now you see why I cut myself off.
Pyro, go sit in the corner and DM from the corner. We're putting you in the DM corner of shame for that one.
Alright, I moved 2 inches.
Alright, good enough. Send pictures for proof. Send one in a sexy pose just to prove it.
So what are we doing? What are we doing?
What's going on?
Oh, so so you are cruising down the river, singing to yourself in this little fisher boat, and for the first time you actually see a clearing. And as you look over to this clearing, you see a camp littered with corpses. One of them being the size of a tent itself.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Which causes Tetra to cry even more, apparently.
Pop, pop.
So,
I think I might have to phase out of reality again.
Ah!
No.
I said I had to go at 7 so you didn't have to put me in the story.
Fucking. I didn't catch that. But here she comes again. Starts crying harder.
Goodbye.
Proceeds to
And
just
then
keep drifting.
No.
No,
As
the moment I
Tetra looks up a second after the boat comes out from under the bridge, Amethyst is just gone.
Didn't really exist.
It was... Oh no.
Amethyst never existed. Amethyst was a myth. Our collective mass hallucination at the beginning of the story. The child we abandoned with a horny succubus somewhere.
Oh god, still?
Tetra's going to like get up and walk back to the party. It's like she's like.
So you see Heineken trying to comfort Luna. Victoria is puttering with some blank canvas, and Nisha is absolutely drooling with sweat.
So Tetra's still very much crying visibly, but she's like, it's like, well, she's like, so do we have a plan? And she's like, Nisha, I know you. I can sense the rage coming off of you.
You know not to upset me.
She's like, you know, when I started out joining you guys, I didn't know what I was going to expect, but I just feel more alone than ever.
Welcome to war.
Victoria casually looks up from writing her insurance scam. Which is something you canonically approved me to have and be working on.
Yes. And I think it's fucking hilarious.
I switched from drawing and I went to writing that. So I'm holding a stack of papers. I'm just like carefully looking over and writing. Victoria looks up from that at Nisha and just gives him a glance of like, you've been to war, and then looks back down.
Also, I think I saw Tom Bombadil.
Everyone collectively just slowly turns all cockeyed.
Assassino.
Who the fuck is Tom Bombadil?
I have not the fucking slightest.
Oh man, if you understood what I just did, then you would have laughed.
Would I?
So he's a character that shows up in one of the many Lord of the Rings movies. Just shows up, sings a song, and then he's gone out of the whole thing.
I've never watched a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, Sean famously hates good stuff.
Penis.
Nah.
Where'd Pyro go?
I didn't even leave.
Oh.
I just had to mute real quick.
So, Tetra at this point...
Isn't that a trickster god character, Kana?
No. He's a random guy who just shows up in one of the Lord of the Rings films, sings a merry song, and then he's gone. People wonder why he even showed up at all. Like, if you took him out of the movie, you wouldn't miss anything.
Welcome to filler.
Yeah.
No, he's one of those things that is just a random little bit of world building by Tolkien. And he is an immortal who possesses a range of enigmatic powers and abilities.
But he just shows up and then he's gone. Wait,
Also, the movies kind of suck because they don't go into the detail of everything. Because if the movies were as long as the books are, each movie would have its own trilogy, probably. Or
but
each book would have its own trilogy.
but yeah, like Tetra is visibly starting to get like very upset, and she's like she's like she's not in hysterics, but she's like in despair. And she just kind of like she recognizes that Nisha's not as cheerful and merry as he once was, and she recognizes that Luna something something unspeakable happened with Luna, and she wishes that things would just go back to being merry and bright. And she's starting to feel like even more of a monster because of previous things that happened.
Welcome to war.
Sorry.
Victoria,
I couldn't.
give me your quill.
Welcome to war. Warhammer 40K.
Victoria pulls out a different quill from her bag.
I'm sorry. I'm having a fucking stroke.
Hands
And
the
some
fucking
ink.
shit. Fucking gets the shitty quill.
Ooh. My bad.
You gonna pay for these supplies or?
They're gonna be handed right back to you. Let me
Well,
see
then.
them.
Victoria hands over her ink pot for a second and her in a different quill.
Crow will start marking off certain locations on the map. Pyro, for your knowledge, as well as anyone else who paid attention to the town, he's marking key targets for like the equivalent to the mayor's manor and stuff like that.
Right.
And then it's gonna stand up.
Public influence targets.
Yes. It's gonna stand up, hand the paperwork to Nisha, and go walk over to one of the corpses of the griffins.
Okay.
And start beheading it.
Tetra, at this point, she's just...
Hopefully that wasn't too graphic of a sound effect.
No.
Nope.
No.
Just give him that hot one.
God damn it.
Did Crow hand back the
He
stuff?
left them on the table.
Victoria just walks over and grabs them.
Spit on that thing.
You guys like Angry Birds?
Oh my god.
Oh god, it never fails to amuse me. Every single fucking time, dude.
Eric?
No, I stubbed my foot!
Good.
I'm gonna run to the store and get food.
Okay.
Leaving us?
No, I'm not leaving you guys. I was gonna take the phone with me.
I have to
okay.
leave at
But
10
I have
because I have
been
work.
I've been offered an
at
alternative,
6.
so I'll be fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't
gonna
worry,
walk
I'm not
back
leaving.
to. Okay. I'm gonna walk back to the group. We have two options. Well, three, actually. Me personally, I want to get paid. I figure we take this back, tell them we eliminated the nest, they had us proof, and leave them to their own devices. They'll eventually wipe each other out. We can side with the village, or we can side with the druids.
Tetra has a idea.
Powder keg makes siding with the druids easier.
I don't want anything to do with these blasted druids.
Powder keg also makes siding with the village easier.
So
we know where the one main entrance is to this camp. You could turn into a pile rebel.
Tetra wants to know. Tetra says, like, what happened down there with that druid?
Heineken can explain
Victoria
the details.
files or sorts the contract, walks over to Tetra, simply just puts fingers to lips.
Lucas is going to immediately fucking whip his head around.
Zip it sign.
Don't.
And flips off Tetra for that one.
That fucking question.
Like, Tetra's not like everything she's saying is in earnest. She doesn't know.
Yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes a question shouldn't be spoken. It shouldn't be asked, I should say. But in character, you're just gonna see Lucas immediately fucking whip his head around. No, don't ask.
Can I roll for perception or like insight or anything that would help me figure out what's going on?
You can attempt to roll insight.
I hear you rolling it on. You're rolling it on.
I'm gonna base it on general reading the room.
Because remember, like, Tetra doesn't. Tetra's never had any kind of like friends or anything, so she doesn't know anything about social cues.
Go ahead and roll me insight.
All right. $20.
Based on your surroundings and everyone's posture and body language, things that went down with the druid, with River and Heineken, more or less has to pertain with everything as a whole. And judging by Luna and Heineken's body language, it's more in line of what led to the events that took down when all of you found the camp.
Tetra
you can
at
do
this
nothing
point,
but naturally assume nothing sunshine and rainbows.
Tetra at this point just kind of like she sulks. Like, you can see her. You can see. You know when you can pinpoint the exact moment someone's heart drops.
Crow at this point will look at Heineken. That was harsh, don't you think?
I don't care.
Tetra is going to like just go to the far end of the river and sit again.
I'd like to publicly
Better to
make
say
it
it.
known here. Y'all are quite literally the only thing preventing me from storming that crypt again.
Powder cake.
Well, if you do it, then you're just gonna be a fucking dead man.
Powder cake.
The way I see it, All parties involved are at fault in what led up to these events.
Powder keg, both of them. After we get paid.
What the fuck is powder cake?
No, powder keg.
Keg. Victoria is talking about taking a barrel that the gun or the ship armory would typically store all the gunpowder in, or at least one of the barrels, and using it to collapse the entrance and then cripple the town. A powder keg.
Oh, I thought Victoria was just calling the whole situation a powder keg.
No.
I heard patty cake, baker's
to
man.
be fair, it is a powder keg. So.
I said earlier we could blow up the town or we could blow up the druids. Only Pyro responded.
See, we have a third, more ominous option. We blow up the sun.
We can piss on the moon.
No, our
we blow up the
third,
sun.
more ominous option is we take the money and leave them to their own devices.
No, that's a second and a half less ominous situation.
Make an announcement.
Oh God. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog is a bitch. He pissed on my wife.
I'll leave it to all of you what you want to do.
We came up here with you in exchange for your assistance with our journey. We at least get you paid. You came down into our town perusing, waiting for the train, the Dark Horse, to bring us back up here so you can take on your bounty. That part needs to be at least done. But you can tell quickly that Nisha is really holding something in at this point. And it's very obvious what it is.
He's holding in his shit.
I just give a slight nod to Nisha. No words, just that slight nod of acknowledgement.
We made a deal with you. We're going to honor that so we can keep you here. We need a navigation and we need a guide. Not everyone here knows woods, mountains, how to get from track A to track B very quickly and swiftly, let alone with ease. However, looks back at the crypt and he's just gripping his dagger even more. He just straight hurls it and lets it fly as far as the chain will go before he just very angrily just retracts it back. Like that moment when you're just pissed and you just throw the nearest object towards it next to you and just hurl it.
Well, let's go. We have 10 days to make something happen. Though I doubt we'll need that long. As he looks at Nisha, Luna, and Nisha again.
He's just going to just hold his hand out to Luna, offering it just to get her up on her feet. And she's just going to stand up on her own and just walk.
It's probably not the best to approach her at this point.
At least trying to give her the peace of mind that I still give her hell.
I understand.
After all, I did fail. But I guess we all need to be humbled in one way, shape, or form. Walks out of the tent.
Crow's gonna make his way out and toward the bridge.
You just see Tetra like sitting there, like she's like curled up in a fetal position, and she's just like blank stare, but there are tears that are just streaming down her face.
As Nisha's passing along the bridge, and pretty much passing her as well. We're leaving. Stay or come and be your pleasure.
Go on without me. I don't belong here. I don't belong anywhere.
Crow then damn right behind Tetra.
Crow could easily pick up Tetra, by the way. Tetra is only like 5'2". It would be very funny in this moment for Crow's big ass to pick her up into a bear hug and just carry her like that.
Well, you see, there you go, ruining the moment that I was about to make by spoiling the moment.
What you should do is
I'm sorry, I don't think everyone remembers all the heights of all the characters because they're not autistic like I am about character design.
Pick her up and then tombstone her.
That's also
No,
funny.
so
People's elbow her into the ground.
so
RKO!
I'll go ahead, put
And there
my
goes
hand
my-
on Tetra's shoulder. Come on.
She's like, look what's happened. We rescued them, but at what cost? Some unspeakable horrors transpired. They're not the same anymore. I can feel it. And now look at me. Look what I almost did to you guys back there.
The world's a cruel place.
At this
It's all
point,
the more reason why you shouldn't give up.
my bad.
And you wonder why you're not invited to parties.
Jesus Christ. What were you gonna say, Sean?
So at this point, you're gonna see, out from the tent, exits Heineken. Well, and he's not walking the same as he usually does. This one is just more hunched forward, aggressive. He's just gonna
Gayer.
a little bit more of that hip sway, that little umami.
That
Hey there, sweet
fruitiness.
cheeks. That's a nice pair of string you got there. Know how to use it? Oh, shit, it's me again.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Is it a man? Well, no.
Herbert the pervert, get the hell out of here.
Don't tell me what to do, you son of a bitch.
Now you stop
So,
running your mouth
I
like that.
ain't
I'm gonna
no
slap you
son.
right on your penis.
He's just gonna
So
walk through past. Go ahead.
Tetra gets up and she's like, she's like, you know, sometimes I feel like you guys are all I have.
Meanwhile, Duncan's gonna walk right past. He's gonna look, not even turn his head toward him. He's gonna shut up, keep moving, and then walk right past.
Tetra just
What did Heineken say?
Shut up, keep moving.
Tetra, like at this point, she just kind of like sulks and gets to moving, and she's like, "What's happened to us?"
And quit your damn moping. We're alive.
That's enough. Saying that directly to... I'm assuming this is Lucas.
Yeah. He's just gonna keep on moving, not even gonna acknowledge it.
You've said you've seen unthinkable things and unimaginable things. Things that twist and bend the mind. But I guess you've yet to experience the one thing that will twist and bend the mind more than anything you could ever have recall in your past.
Taco Tuesdays.
Jesus Christ! Way to ruin the moment. God damn, that was great.
I'm sorry, I had to. Man. Build-up is so goofy.
So, okay.
He was gonna end it off with the one thing that anything you could recall or tell us, so that you've seen or know of. It's leading to trauma.
And she's like,
Taco Tuesdays.
At that point, like Tetra perks her ears, it's like so Pyro
Spades of it.
Pyro,
Victoria
do
just
you,
walks
Pyro,
across
Pyro,
the screen. All
do
you
you
can see
mind
is
if
her
I do you mind
horns.
if I Pyro, do you mind if I take a little drama bomb here for Nisha?
Drama bomb.
It's like for dramatic plot relevant events because
I mean, this whole session has been a rather dark one.
Because Nisha just implied that Tetra hasn't seen trauma. And Nisha doesn't know jack shiz about what Tetra's seen. And that was like that was one of those moments where like it's kind of like
It flicked the switch in her head.
Yeah. Tetra at that point, like her eyes go bright green, and she's like she grabs Nisha by the collar of his shirt and pulls him in close. She's like, trauma. You think I don't know trauma? Did you watch? And she's like, let me show you what I've seen. And she just presses. She presses like, I know this isn't going to do anything much to Nisha considering what he is, but she's going to give him a little insight.
All right. My apologies. As soon as you do grab him, fucking, I would like to, if you are okay with it, roll to attack.
Hold on. I'm not going to attack him. I'm just...
No, I mean, like, because you're grabbing him, that's why he's going to. It's not that you're going to attack him. I'm asking you if I can roll to attack you, if that is okay.
Please don't.
Do it for the lore.
I mean, here's the thing. All right, can I give you my reasoning for it?
Yeah, I just...
Okay. I mean, it's not to do damage. It's more like to get you off him. That's essentially what I should have said, is to get you off of him.
Well, she wants to show Nisha exactly what she's been through.
Yeah. And Lucas doesn't want more shit going around. That's what, in his mind, he's just saying, she's grabbing onto him. I had enough. Fuck it. Away. That's all he's thinking about. He doesn't know what you're planning. He's just thinking, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want this.
Everyone just hears Victoria fire her flintlock to distract everyone.
Into the river. Tetra at this point, she just like says, like, Nisha, I know that you're angry. I know that you're mad. I know, and you have every right to be. But do not tell me that I don't know trauma. And she's like, I watched a little girl that I was protecting get torn to shreds by monsters. Torn to shreds, and I couldn't do anything to stop them. I watched a family that I was staying with get hunted down, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. And I witnessed every single minute of it. Everywhere I go, people get torn to shreds, and there is nothing I can do to stop it. So do not tell me that I do not know trauma. And she just lets him go.
You want to know the one thing that you don't know? All your people died. And walks off.
But to be honest, we're not comparing trauma here. That's a
Ted-
sad pity party nobody wants to go into. All right.
And if hopefully Tetra got the kind of bomb he was implying on.
Well, Tetra did, because you know what she says? She says, I didn't die. I lived to watch it. I have to live with it.
Right, and I have to live to watch the person who... All your people died. Everyone that you claim you have trauma from, that got torn to shreds, this, and that. They all died. She still walks.
The most we can do is be there for her.
There's no being there for her. There's just no being there for her. The only thing we can do...
What's the fun about
Both
this?
of you. Come on.
Tetra like goes along, and she's like, she's clearly depressed, but she's walking along with Crow.
Crow put his hand on Tetra's head. Classic fucking like anime head pat thing. Just give it time.
You can see Tetra like trying to hold back from breaking down. And she just like she like, you can see it, like you can see her holding back, but she just keeps going.
Do we want to cut it here, or do we want to make it to town?
We should probably make it to town.
Town sound good.
Yeah, I mean, how much longer you got, Tori?
Oh, dog.
Technically, we're 18 minutes overtime with her, but we could just say that she goes beelining for a place to sleep.
She just pulls out the key, doesn't bring Lucas and Heineken with her, not wanting to deal with everyone.
That asshole left me!
No.
Like every other woman in my life!
No, Victoria's just tired of everyone comparing trauma. She's like, man,
Somebody, goddamn.
you watched all your people die. She lived. Well, I died drowning in an ice cold river under a bridge that collapsed on me alone. And then I got dragged out by a devil and resurrected again. Resurrected as my only chance to get
trauma?
second chance. No, but she's just in her head, she's just like, fuck all of you. You're having a stupid argument. We've all got trauma.
This ain't a
Suck
pity
it
party.
up for a minute.
Who fucking who?
Yeah, that's kind of what she's thinking.
That's actually what Lucas was about to say. He was like, "This ain't no pity party. You know, it's a sad fucking game."
She's thinking that, but she's also thinking about, man, we can all just air out our traumas and see who's got the worst, but it's all different types of trauma.
Listen, man, you're measuring paper straws, metal straws, and fucking bendy straws. I don't think you should be comparing them. My personal favorite is the silly straw, the purple one. One that goes loopy 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 loop.
I like the zigzag ones.
Oh,
So,
those are fun.
Yeah.
like as Tetra's going along, she's looking at her staff and she's like, "You must be eating this up right now, aren't you?"